Hey everybody, it's Monster back again with Opus Gaming. I'm here with Quan's. Oh, what place did you finish in the Ultimate Cup?
7th place.
7th place, Bloomlord Hydramon. How are we doing?
Good, I'm doing good. Thanks
Good,
for having
good.
me.
Yeah, of course. Essentially, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get straight into the deck profile, and then at the end, we're gonna talk more about the tournament and everything. So let's get started with the eggs first. What did you run for your egg lineup?
For the eggs, I ran 4 Hydramon egg and 1 Gummymon.
Perfect. Do you want to flip the cards around for me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you. So for the egg lineup, you're running 5 eggs. That's something that we haven't seen in a while. How do you feel about your 5 eggs?
I play Mimi, so you do need 5 eggs.
Yep.
And the Hydramon egg is probably the best egg. A lot of people feel like they go the gummy route because of the draw power, but the Hydramon egg gets you so much value and memory choke as long as you save your Palmons to play off of your other Digimon that play out Digimon, then you don't really need the draw power. So that's why I did 4 Hydramon and 1 Gummymon.
Cool, perfect. I really like that lineup, and it makes sense. Playing 5, I know that it was really big on the OTK format, but like you said, you're playing Mimi, so going into later into the game, I can see that being very valuable.
For sure.
Cool. Let's start with the level 3 run.
So for level 3s, I did 3 Mushroomon.
Cool.
I liked it at 3 because it's a veggie, it's a 2 cost, so you can choke them, or you can play it for 2 and then play Somali Santi for 1.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you don't pass turn.
Will you rotate it?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Mushroom on the vanilla.
Yep. And then I play 4 Pomons.
I love that card.
Yeah, this card needs to be, you need to play this at 4 because you need to play this off of the Hydramon or the Sunflowermon.
Okay.
And that will let you play out this Digimon, and then when you suspend this Digimon, you can suspend your opponent's Digimon, and you really need this to set up your combo with your Hydras and your Bloomlord.
For sure. I know I was talking to Tusa, and one thing he brought up is sometimes it actually can be hard for your opponents, or to get your opponent's Digimon suspended when they have things like Reboot and things like that, when you have to suspend them.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome to see the Pomomon at 4 to help mediate that.
And then the other 4 I played was the Palmon.
Yeah.
You have to play 4.
Best card.
If you find a Bloomlord off of this, it's a +2. But usually you just get the Vegetarianmon. But yeah, this is like the best card to play off, because then when you're playing cards, you're always losing value and losing card advantage. But when you play this, you don't lose any card advantage.
For sure.
Because you get it back. And then the last, I played 14 rookies, so I played 3 Terrormon.
Okay, sweet.
This was at 2, and the Mushroomon was at 4, but I like Hydramon at 3 because sometimes in this meta, at the current format, just memory choking them or playing out Hydramon so they can't go Hammer Spark, Memory Boost is just like really strong, especially if you end the board and you just put them at 2 or 1. They usually need 3 to go to your level 5s or level 6. So just putting them at 2 with the Hydramon is insane. So.
Awesome. All in all, how do you feel about the rookie lineup after the tournament?
I like the rookie lineup. I wouldn't change anything about it, especially bricking. That's the one thing you're scared about in this deck is just bricking, and like having 14 rookies, you rarely brick.
Yep, feels good all day. So awesome. That's good to hear that you feel like strongly about the level 3 count and lineup. Let's get into level 4s next.
Level 4s. So I played 4 Sunflowmon. You have to play 4. It gets you a draw inherent. When you play it, you play out for rookie. Like, it's just amazing. You can't play less than 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and it lets you choke sometimes, or you could just put in the raising, go into Hydramon, and then when you raise it, you get a draw, which helps you filter and look for your pieces. So that's also really good.
I do really like Sunflowmon and Hydramon being my inheritables for my level 6. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. So I totally see where the Sunflows are very powerful.
For Red Vegemon, this is just as good, because if you brick, you can play this for 3. It's a 1 to Digivolve, it's 3k, so you have to play 4 of this. And then the last level 4 is Wheatmon, probably the worst level 4, but you don't really use the inherent, or at least my build doesn't, but you need it because it's 1 to Digivolve and it's 3k. It kind of sucks that it's 4 play costs, so if you're brick, you have to play it, but it kind of sucks, but you need to play this because it's 3k and it's 1 to Digivolve.
It's kind of just like a stat bot, right? Like, fills out checks all the right boxes.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And then to the level 5s. So I got 4 Hydramon. This this card sets up your combo. You always keep this in raising with the Agitar until you feel comfortable to go into your level 6 so you can pop off.
Sweet.
So that's why I did it for all my matchups, which is it's a counterpunch deck really. It's a control deck, so you keep it in the raising, and then when they pop off, you know, go into Melgarurumon, go into their level 6. You just put this guy out, go into Hydra, bounce their whole board, and then you control the game.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, usually you just keep this in the raising. This card's really good. Inherent's good. Effects. You can suspend any Digimon to play out Digimon. Pretty busted.
Super busted for sure.
Yep. And then I played, for the rest of my 5s, I played 3 Blossomon. I actually opted not to go with Argumon just because I kept missing on the Palmon search, and it feels bad.
For sure.
And just having Blossomon just to free Digivolve and suspend your guys is just like amazing. Just going to level 6 for free is just amazing, as well as like it being 7K. It's a veggie. It's a great card.
Super solid card. I like that.
Yep. And then the last 2 was Cherrymon.
Okay. I knew Cherrymon was going to be in here.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure where or how much. I love 2 of it, so.
I think at first I was playing a few more, but I feel like more than 2 is a brick because you don't want to see it early game, because early game you're most likely digivolving over it. So it's more of a late game card, so you want to see this later for like protection. And sometimes you don't even need this because if you can memory choke them and then they swing, they lose 2 memory off of Hydra, you just pass their turn anyways. So I really like that too.
I love that.
So I really like my ratios. I wouldn't change anything about the ratios for the 5s for sure.
Cool. How many 5s was that? It was the 4
9.
Avatar. 9, yeah, perfect.
9. Perfect ratio.
And a deck that wants to go so wide, have so many different stacks of Digimon, you need to facilitate that. So you need enough level 5s to get there. I like that.
So I had 6 level 6s. I had 3 Hydra.
Heck yeah.
The most 6s I had was the Hydra because against Melgarurumon, you need to see this card. Like, you need to see this in your hand to like bounce back. It's bad against Gaiomon because Gaiomon has protection, which is where you play the Bloomlord. I played 2. I probably should have played 3. I played 2 Bloomlord, 1 Reflegiumon.
Okay.
This tech, I wanted to be good because it's a fairy, so you can search out Palmon and you can Digiburst it, give it plus 2k. You could also Digivolve over the level 6s. I actually, the tournament, I didn't even summon this guy once. He was a brick in my hand, so I'm never playing him again. But the theory was there where you swing and then you go into this guy for protection, and you can also Wheatmons, Digiburst the Wheatmon to gain memory. But yeah, I probably, going forward, I'll probably do 3 Bloomlord and 4 Hydras.
Cool.
Just because you really do need to see your 6s for consistency.
No, absolutely. Yeah, finishing it off. So, no, that's a really cool level 6 lineup.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then next up we have options.
Yeah.
And tamers, I guess.
Yeah, so my options, I play 3 Somali Santi. This card's great in security in your hand. It can be bricky early, so you have to. That's where you have to use your Palmons correctly when you raise and you play out Palmon off of Sunflowermon or Agitar, because you need a lot of card advantage. It's a lot of card management, so that these cards become less bricky.
Okay.
Going forward, I probably cut 3 was a little bit unnecessary, but it came up sometimes. I probably play this at 2 and then another Hydramon, just because I want to play 7 level 6s. Sometimes you kind of do need the 6s.
Okay.
And it's a Digimon deck more so than like a option security kind of deck.
For sure, or like a controlling like that with those cards. Okay.
So yeah, but this was great. I wouldn't play a different option. So
sweet.
And then the 1 hidden potential.
Heck yeah.
You have to.
Absolutely.
Cards busted.
Do you feel like you ever lose when you get to play that card? I know, right?
in the mirror match, in any match, whoever draws this first just wins the game. So.
Yep. Just too much cheating.
Amazing card. And then I played 3 green memory boosts because this is consistency.
Yeah.
Also, you never want to raise, so if you don't raise, this is a really good secondary option because you can set up for next turn. And if you're at 1 or 1 memory, this gets you to 3, where you can go into your level 5 and then pop out. So. And then the last 2 cards were double Mimi. I liked that too.
Cool.
Can be bricky, for sure. So you could play 1 or 2. You could cut it down to 1. But I liked that too because in Green Mirror match, in most matchups, if you don't raise up, you can play the Mimi. And then next turn, you raise up the Agitar, you set up so that even if you lose that Agitar stack, you're still set up for next turn. So it was a really good, if you're scared to raise up and you want to counterpunch your opponent. So
that's what you play. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you made it this far into the deck profile, if you want to drop a like and subscribe, drop any comments that you guys have or any questions that you have. But at this point, we're going to get a little bit deeper into the deck profile. Let's talk a little bit about the tournament. So we talked earlier, and you said you got 7th place in this tournament, 500 and something players. So a huge congratulations from everybody on the team, especially. So that's amazing. How was the tournament for you in general?
So I played against, I think my first matchup was against Hydramon.
Okay.
Yeah, that deck wasn't good. It was basically just security controlled. I managed to
diet security control.
Yeah, I managed to make a board and then 2-0 him. And then I think for 5 rounds straight, I played against 4 rounds straight, I played against Melgarurumon.
Wow.
I lost. I beat all Melgarurumons either 2-0 or 2-1. I lost to 1 Melgarurumon because I didn't draw a Hydra. And the Hydra wins you the matchup, and 2 of them were my security, which is why I mentioned I probably upped that count.
For sure.
But Hydra is a pretty easy matchup as long as you keep your Agitar and you're raising, and then you set up, you move up when they, because most of the time they can get through 4 security. They won't be able, maybe 5, but they won't kill you. So you could be at 0 security, but if you raise, you clear their board, you set up game for next turn, as well as they have to rebuild their whole board. And if you can search for a Hydramon, you're really good. Especially with Hydra's effect were when they suspend a Digimon. So if the Melgarurumon player swings, they lose 2 memories, so that really puts them back.
For sure.
So Hydra was a pretty easy matchup. But you had, sorry, Melguru was an easy matchup as long as you found Hydra.
Okay.
My other matchup was Bloomlordmon. My opponent was playing Bloomlord. I don't think he played the mirror before because he was playing Deathexmon. He was playing what is that? Purple level 3.
Psychmon.
Okay. He was playing Psychmon to not get Death X, but he was bricking really hard because of it. So you really do need the consistency. Death X is scary, but you definitely can play around it. If you just have a level 6 and a rookie or 2 guys, it's not that bad.
For sure.
But yeah, I played against Bloomlord, won that, and then my last opponent, I played against Melgarurumon. I won that too. I won that pretty fast because he didn't know how to play against it. He kept raising his level 5 when I had my Agitar without any backup plan, so I just cleared his board and made 5 Digimons.
Yep, and then just clear the next game. Awesome. That's a fantastic tournament run for sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel where do you feel like Bloomlord sits in the current meta, just in general, going forward in the EX3 format and in the future formats?
I think it's probably one of the better decks because against security control you can go Y. Against Melgarurumon you have Hydra. Against Guilemon you have Bloomlord. So you have a counter to all the main decks. The one deck that you might have a struggle with that I think it has a weakness is Dobrikmon, because they don't ever play any Digimon and you want to interact with their Digimon, and they just hard play a Dobrik, pop your Hydra, and then you're kind of stuck, and then maybe swing over your other suspended guy. So the best thing is probably to go wide enough where they can't kill everything. But
for sure.
But yeah,
just slam it on the board.
That's the roughest matchup. But I never faced it during my tournament, so.
Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah, no, that's nice that you didn't have to play against that. But awesome. Do you have any kind of last comments on the deck or anything, or do you just kind of feel super solid about it? You're just going to continue to play it going forward?
Yeah, I felt really solid about the deck. I will only change the Refugimon to Bloomlord and then take a Santi out for a Hydra because You need to see your 7s. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Well, again, from everybody, the whole team and everything, congratulations on a top 8 finish in this Ultimate Cup. And also, this is going to be our first Hydra Bloom deck that's going to be on the profile here. And as a green player, thank you for piloting this so well and getting it on the profile for me.
Thank
so
you.
awesome.
Thanks.
Well, this is going to be Jamon, so yeah, of course, man. And we're going to be out. Take care, you guys. Opus Gaming out.